Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. This is going to be a timeless reading for the general collective. It is for each and every single one of us, so please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe, so if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so you know that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling or even gripping onto things a bit of a challenge for me, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. You know, whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I may have to bring cards a little closer to my face so I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in that description box down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, like a card deck or a candle, something for my family, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. So like I said, this is going to be a timeless reading. It is called the Fairy Ring. So we are using the Mystic Faerie Tarot. I have it the deck split up into 6 different piles from Major Arcana 1 through 10 of the 4 suits, and then the 6th pile is like the what is it called, court cards. There we go. Brain already like, haha, you think you're gonna do a reading, you're cute, you're funny. So all right, I'm going to get 6 cards. I'm gonna go ahead and get those cards first, and then we'll go into what they mean. Okay, so first up, we need a Major Arcana message, and my hands aren't working well either. Oh, we got the Sun, you guys, the happiest card in the deck as our Major Arcana. And then next up is Wands. So let's see what we get with Wands here. We have the 10 of Wands coming out here for our Wand card. All right. And then next is Cups. So we'll see what our Cup message is for, come out, you. 2 of Cups is our Cup message. So let's see. All right. Then we're going to get Swords message. See what else we, okay. So we got the 5 of Swords coming out there. And then it is Pentacles. Sometimes it's hard to get them angled just right when I'm not used to doing a certain spread, and I'm used to having more cards to shuffle than this. So okay, we got the 8 of Pentacles coming in here. Sorry, I'm having to get onto my dogs and my cat. They're being crazy. Go lay down. And now our Court card. So the Major Arcana through the suits and to the Court cards. Ooh, we got the King of Swords coming in here. So do it like that. So, all right, let's see. First up, we have our Major Arcana, the Sun, coming in for our first fairy ring message here. The sun is shining on us. You know, the sun is the ruler of Leo. It's Leo, got some Leo energy to it. So the sun, I love feeling all the warmth of the sun coming out. You know, the moon doesn't illuminate everything, but the sun does. You know, good health and things like that. So the answer you find here in the sun phase garden is a happy one. You can expect a time of happiness, joyous optimism, and wondrous energy. This is a real gift. Enjoy it. You know, live your life to the fullest. Even on, you know, the cloudy days, you got the sunshine coming in here, you guys. Now, we do have the 10 of Wands coming in as our Wands message. Wands is fire. Fire is the power of taking action. So, you know, you're carrying a very heavy burden. Responsibilities overwhelm you. Your life feels pretty miserable, but you have to remember it's okay because the sun is shining on you. The sun is going to provide some relief, provide some answers here. There will be times in your life when this is true. In those cases, you must find hope and strength where you can, such as turning to other people for help or inspiration. However, you should make sure that you aren't carrying a burden needlessly. You know, especially if you're carrying the burdens of other people that they themselves should be carrying. When you are feeling overwhelmed, examine your load. Do you really need to be responsible for it all? Is there perhaps a better way to handle the load? Is there some way to make your path easier? You know, you may find, oh, you know what? If I delegate some of this, it would lighten me up so much. All right, moving on to the Two of Cups. Cups is water. Water is the power of our emotions. You are at the beginning of an exciting partnership, romantic or otherwise. Everything feels magical and wonderful. Enjoy this time to the utmost and store up the memories of it, you know, because it can help you get through this 10 of Swords, or not 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands energy. And, you know, the sun is continuing to shine on everything here. This whole reading, the sun is making it a little bit more positive, a little more upbeat. So, you know, the happiness of this period will give you strength through the harder times, okay? And you are finding it easy to make promises and vows right now. These memories will help you keep the promises later when you may wonder why you ever made them. So, you know, sometimes we go through some stuff and we're like, man, why did I ever, what was I thinking, you know? But you did it in a time when you were happy and you were vibing high, so you have to remember that as well. All right, we got the Five of Swords up next. Swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. Sometimes the only way to figure out what to do about something is to go over it thoroughly, considering every angle and aspect. You may do this on your own or with others. It has been said that the only way to get the right answer is to ask the right question. If you ask enough questions in relation to your problem, you will eventually find the right answer. You know, the sun is going to illuminate that for you. So, you know, don't let fear, doubt, worry, negativity, you know, get in the way and be like, oh, I'm never gonna do this or that, you know. Quit tearing yourself down and start building yourself up, my friends. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is Earth. Earth is the power of the physical body, being present, grounded, centered. You know, those are all things that I think of with the Pentacles energy. So now is a time to learn something new, either brand new or to challenge yourself by improving something you already know how to do. Or perhaps it is time for you to teach someone else something new. The thing to keep in mind about teaching is that teachers can learn things too. That is absolutely true. When I'm doing my lives, you guys, I learn so much from you guys in the chat. That blows me away or makes me think of things, you know, in a whole different perspective. All right, our court card, we have the King of Swords coming in here. So, you know, the King is grown energy, like swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. So, you know, he is in control of his thoughts instead of letting them control him. The King of Swords defines himself as rational. He is. He can go into a disaster zone and have a new city built before someone else even organizes a cleanup crew. He can win a chess tournament, direct a battle, or take over a company. He's efficient and effective. Doing something and doing it well are more satisfying to him than any public or private recognition. While his intellectual needs are huge, his emotional needs appear to be minimal, or are they? So, you know, I kind of look at the King of Swords. He could be a cerebral assassin if he wants to be, right? But I feel like he has learned to pick his battles, you guys, is the thing. Like, is this worth my time? Or, you know, would my time be better used, you know, somewhere else? You know, that sort of thing. And so I feel like, you know, that's something we need to learn how to do as well, as pick our battles and decide what's worth our time or not. You know, he's got a sword of truth. He can cut through any lies, BS, deception that, you know, if you lie to him, he's going to know it, you know, that sort of thing. So might as well just tell him the truth. All right, let's get a fairy dust mini deck message here. Let's see what else the fairies want us to know here. Thank you, fairies, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth. Thank you for sharing these messages with us here today. And we have sunrise. Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. Ooh, I love that. How cute is that message, and fitting with us having the sun here as well. So, all right, Spirit Tribe, these are our messages. If you enjoyed them, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button. Hit it with the razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work, and I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So I am very grateful and thankful. If you want to claim this beautiful, wonderful energy for yourself, in the comments, hashtag I do believe in fairies. Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. Spirit Tribe, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you. Blessed be. Namaste and goodbye.